Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sports Coaster. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of Sports Coaster. We've got a ton to get into from last night's action. LaMarcus Aldridge had a big game. Manu Ginobili put up 26 points and set a brand new record. But without any further ado, it is currently Monday, January 8th, 2018. Let's roll that intro.
A timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry's way downtown. Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! We just saw
Josh Richardson hit the game-winning layup for the Miami Heat in last night's win over the Utah Jazz. Richardson hit this layup with 5 seconds left to put the Heat up 103-102, and eventually the Miami Heat would win this ball game. Donovan Mitchell had 27 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists, and had 3 3-pointers as well for the Utah Jazz, but it wasn't enough. Rodney Hood as well had 17 points and a very decent outing for him. Miami was led by Tyler Johnson and Goran Dragic at 16 points. James Johnson had a solid 11, as well as Josh Richardson's 14 points in this game. The Miami Heat would end up winning 103-102. Kristaps Porzingis put up 29 points and 8 rebounds in a 100-96 win over the Dallas Mavericks. Although this game was quite close, the New York Knicks never trailed and led by as much as 13 points in this win. Dallas was led by Harrison Barnes' 25 points, Wesley Matthews' 14 points, and Dennis Smith Jr.'s 11 points and 5 assists. Kristaps Porzingis' offensive struggles continued as he shot only 36% from the field. However, he did go 3 of 5 from three-point land in this win over the Dallas Mavericks. Russell Westbrook's 26-point triple-double was not enough to get the Oklahoma City Thunder past the Phoenix Suns. The 16-26 Suns beat the Thunder 114-100. Russell Westbrook did have his triple-double, putting up 26 points, grabbing 10 rebounds, and putting up 11 assists. Paul George had a solid 19 points and hit 3 3-pointers. Carmelo Anthony and Steven Adams as well had solid outings, as Steven Adams put up 18 and Melo put up 14. The Suns were led by Devin Booker's 26 points and his 5 3-pointers, as well as Josh Jackson's solid 17 points off the bench and Dragan Bender's 20-point game. Oh yeah, and by the way, Dragan Bender, he did have a sick block on Russell Westbrook. Bender was 6 of 8 from three-point land for 79%, and he was 77% from the field. TJ Warren as well had 23 points in this win over the OKC Thunder. CJ McCollum hit the game-winning layup against the San Antonio Spurs in last night's 111-110 win. McCollum ended the game with 25 points and 7 assists, shooting 45% from the field in 38 minutes. Shabazz Napier as well had a solid 15 points to lead the Portland Trailblazers to the win. On the San Antonio side of the basketball, LaMarcus Aldridge's 30 points and 14 rebounds as he shot 57% from the field was not enough for the San Antonio Spurs. In this one, Pau Gasol had 16 points, 9 rebounds, and Manu Ginobili's 26 points in 27 minutes as well was extremely good. And Manu Ginobili shot 6 of 9 from three-point land and finished with 26 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists in this loss. Both teams were playing without arguably their best player. Kawhi Leonard was out with a shoulder injury, and Damian Lillard as well was not playing. Spurs were without Rudy Gay and Tony Parker as well, 2 other usual starters. The final score: San Antonio Spurs 110, Portland Trailblazers 111. The Los Angeles Lakers finally won a game as they snapped their 9-game losing skid against the Atlanta Hawks last night in their 132-113 win. They were led by Julius Randle and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's 14 points, as well as Brandon Ingram's 20. Lonzo Ball finished with a solid double-double, scoring 13 points and grabbing 10 rebounds. Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Clarkson off the bench had solid games. Kuzma put up 14 points, and Jordan Clarkson was 3 of 4 from three-point land and put up 18 points. Larry Nance Jr. as well had over 10 points as he put up 13 points and 8 rebounds, and Josh Hart finished with 2 3-pointers and 12 points. On the Atlanta Hawks side of the ball, they were led by Dennis Schroeder's 27 points and Ken Bazemore's 15 in yet another loss for the 10-29 Atlanta Hawks. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to our player of the night. And And well, last night there wasn't really one player who stood out. Points wise, is having a massive 35-point game. I've got to give this award to Manu Ginobili. Ginobili put up 26 points. Shot 6 of 9 from 3-point land. He was unbelievable. The 40-year-old couldn't quite lead the Spurs to the victory, but he is the first 40-year-old in NBA history to have back-to-back 20-point games. I think that in itself is quite remarkable. He was challenged for this award by LaMarcus Aldridge's 30 points, and of course CJ McCollum because he did hit a game winner, but he had 25 points. I still think Manu Ginobili was the best player from last night. I've already kind of stated the reasons. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, your player of the night, Manu Ginobili of the San Antonio Spurs. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of Sports Coaster. I hope you did enjoy. Don't forget to go down and hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Sports Coaster for more daily content like today's. Also, our link to our Instagram page is in the description box below. Go click on that and give us a quick follow. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow.